Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I am going to talk about and explain something we have been hearing a lot about in past few weeks. And that something is the attack of desert locust, or something that we call as Tiddis in Hindi. In this video, we are going to analyze what these desert locusts are, what problems do they bring with them when they come to India, and why they threaten the world and India's food security. We'll also see what is the role of climate change and various other geographical factors in propagating and exacerbating this particular attack. And we'll also see what is the role of government and what step government is taking to solve this particular issue. So without any further delay, let's try to delve deep into this particular issue and try to understand this issue in much detail. So as we all know, India is currently reeling under the worst plague of locusts in decades, and the government has stepped up efforts to control the swarms in various states such as Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab and Madhya Pradesh. However, the locust attack that we are seeing this year is not something unique that is happening for the first time in India. The locust attacks are fairly regular feature in India. On an average, India receives around 10 locust attacks in a normal year. These locusts, they arrive in India every year following the monsoon winds in the state of Rajasthan and Gujarat. However, this year's attack is huge. India has not witnessed such an attack after the year of 1962. Few large-scale upsurges were seen in 1978 and 1993. After that, the localized locust breeding was controlled in the year of 1998, 2002, 2005 and subsequent years, and as recent as last year too. So let's understand what a locust is. Locusts belong to the family of grasshoppers called Acridiidae. The locusts, they are mainly tropical grasshoppers which have power of flight and can migrate in vast swarms and which cause extensive damage to vegetation. However, unlike grasshoppers, they are short-horned. They are mainly found in Africa, Middle East and Asia. India itself has 4 species of locust: the migratory locust, the Bombay locust, the tree locust and most importantly the desert locust. The desert locusts, they are considered as the most destructive migratory pest in the world. And as the name suggests, they live and breed in semi-arid and arid regions of the world. They have lifespan of just 90 days and in this they go from being an egg to a hopper to a pink immature adult and then finally to a yellow mature adult which lays eggs. And for laying eggs, they require bare ground. After these eggs hatch, they need to feed on green vegetation for growth. And it is this need to feed on green vegetation that causes their migration to large areas. And an adult locust can eat a quantity equal to its weight of around 2 grams every single day. Now this is a big problem because a single swarm of these desert locusts contains up to 40 to 80 million adults in just 1 square kilometer. So you can imagine how large of a destruction of crops these particular desert locusts can do. And not only that, these desert locusts, the swarms of these desert locusts, they can travel up to 150 kilometers in one day. However, these locusts, they are not dangerous as long as they are individual hoppers or they are in small isolated groups, which is called as the solitary phase. It is when their population grows to large numbers and the resultant crowding induces behavioral changes and transform them from solitary to gregarious phase. And it is in the gregarious phase that they start forming swarms. However, for the large scale breeding and swarm formation, this takes place only when conditions turn very favorable in their natural habitat. That is, these areas, these desert and semi-arid regions, they should get rainfall that will produce enough vegetation to enable both egg laying and hopper development. So what has happened this particular year is that the main locust breeding areas in the Horn of Africa, Yemen, southern Iran and Pakistan's Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, they recorded widespread rain in March and April, which coincided with the breeding season of these locusts. And this happened due to the presence of something called as Indian Ocean Dipole, which brought warmer waters to the Western Indian Ocean. Several scientists have linked this particular thing to the climate change. And these locusts, which had bred in large numbers in these areas, they started arriving in Rajasthan during the first fortnight of April. And they were also aided by the strong westerly winds that arose due to the cyclone Amphan that came up in the Bay of Bengal. And this attracted or this facilitated the movement of these locusts to the central part of India, to the regions such as Madhya Pradesh. So the main reasons behind the locust infestations, they can be attributed to two things. First, the unseasonal heavy rains during the breeding season and strong westerly winds due to this cyclone Amphan. And why this is particularly a big issue? As we have discussed, the swarm contains around 80 million locusts in 1 square kilometer, and each locust eats around 2 grams every day. This threatens food security and livelihood of farmers. A single swarm of locusts can finish food for around 2,500 people in a single day. And not only that, as they feed, they breed also with a very high fertility and in geometrical pattern, again giving rise to large number of swarms. And another thing that is unique about this year's swarm is India is getting the swarm of immature locusts, which are very active, and their mobility makes it difficult to control these swarms at one particular location. Also, how these swarms that have come now, they have not created much of damage, as most of the rabi crops that were sown, they have been already cut, and the next season, that is the Kharif season crops, have not yet been sown. But the problem is that these immature locusts, they will start laying eggs after the onset of monsoon and will continue breeding for 2 more months. And with this, the new insects will be born during the growth phase of Kharif crop. This will create problem for the Kharif crops. So these swarms, they need to be controlled before the Kharif sowing seasons. So what has been the response of the government and various bodies? Food and Agriculture Organization has laid out a standard operating procedure to deal with this locust menace. And under this, what it has said is, the sandy areas that have green vegetation, they have to be monitored constantly to see whether the locusts are present there or not. The desert areas receiving rainfall, they are to be surveyed for the locusts and their eggs. It has given a list of pesticides which are to be used to stop their breeding. And special attention is to be paid in areas where the temperature ranges between 20 degrees Celsius and 38 degrees Celsius. And this is the temperature where, with adequate moisture, the breeding and the swarms of these locusts can again be facilitated. In India, the Locust Warning Organization is the nodal agency which works under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, which is responsible for monitoring, survey and control of desert locusts, and it works primarily in the scheduled desert areas, mainly in the states of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Along with that, currently government has set up around 200 locust circle offices which will conduct surveys and control operations in coordination with district administration and the local agriculture field machinery of the affected states. Along with this, fire brigades for pesticide sprays, survey vehicles, control vehicles with spray equipment have been deployed in different states. And also adequate stock of pesticides, something called as malathion, is being provided to the affected state. Also, regular coordination is being done with the Southwest Asian countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, where these locust attacks are common, and the best practices from there are being taken up. Along with that, farmers are being told to spray their crops with a solution based on neem seed extracts that will help in controlling the swarm. So this has been our discussion on the issue of desert locust attack, its consequences and the solutions to tackle the same. I hope through this video now you understand the issue in great detail. You understand what factors are involved in increasing the incidence of attack this year, and what government bodies and government steps are being taken to tackle this particular issue. In future also, we'll keep coming up with simple explanations of topics that we frequently see in news. Till then, thank you.